Good evening. Hello. Hello, prototype. How are you doing? Hello, JS. As you can see, I have not actually started on drawing anything for this yet, but I think I have an idea. You got stood up by a friend today. That sucks. That's rude. Oh, your day wasn't good either. Man. Well, I kind of feel you guys because I had a bit of a rough day at work myself. Very much they know I'm leaving for Japan next week, so they're dumping it as much as possible on me before I leave, kind of thing. Yeah, we'll have good vibes today. We'll have, I'll be drawing Rean, so of course I'll be happy about it. Let me adjust my mic. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to keep in mind that I'm gonna get to go to Japan in less than a week, so I've like completely changed my setup since the last time I streamed, so it is kind of oh, I had to solve for a lot of unexpected tech issues before this, because I guess that just happens if you change anything. Changing anything in your stream setup is asking for something to go wrong, I guess. The Rean Schwarzer, I know, right? The giant Kirby is new to you? He's been back there. I guess I usually sit in front of him, so I might be blocking him. But the camera angle has changed, so you can see him better now. Yeah. I hope you've been well. You have been gone a while. Hope things have been good for you for the most part. How does it feel to be a married woman now? It feels so good. It feels like I've done it twice. Oh, got to go to an anime con? That's fun. It's nice to take vacations just for yourself. Hello, Maroon. Hope you're doing well tonight. First time you've been on a train in over a decade. We have trains in Atlanta, but they're very shitty. I feel like you shouldn't even count them as trains. I feel like I'm gonna go to Japan next week and see their trains and then just come home full of shame at what our trains look like. The trains in Atlanta are so bad, I can't take the full route to the airport without getting motion sick on them. Which, I do get motion sick really easily, but all my friends who get motion sickness are like, oh, I don't get it that easily on trains, and I'm like, well, you haven't ridden this train. Alright, let's see. Yeah, thank you. I am excited to see Japan's trains, though. I think they're gonna be really cool. I kind of have an idea for how I want this to look. Let me do kind of rough approximations here. I don't know if I'm getting too ambitious, but I would like to draw like multiple versions of Rean in this drawing. The 14th Rean, voiced by David Tennant. He had a Rean generation. My husband did point out that the new Doctor Who is apparently going to start while we're in Japan, and I'm just like, I have no idea how hard that will be to watch. It's on Disney Plus. Yeah, I think, I just don't know like if they do any kind of region locking. Because I know Crunchyroll is blocked in Japan, so we like ironically won't be able to watch our subbed anime while we're in Japan. Yeah, I guess it would be a matter of if our like American Disney Plus login still works over there. I'm not sure. Oh god, why did I decide to do like a top angle perspective? I'm like, I have to finish this by Sunday. Can I calm down a little bit? I really hope my motion sickness meds work for the 13-hour flight to Japan, because I'm like, dang, I could get like so many video games played or so many drawings done while I'm sitting there. But I might have to end up just listening to audiobooks if... What am I running right now game-wise? Actually not much. I've kind of been between video games. I'm still in the middle of Final Fantasy IX, actually. I still need to finish that. I am looking for audiobooks. If you guys have any like recommendations, that would be awesome. Cause I feel like I'm gonna get a lot just in case I'm too airsick to like look at a screen, so. Okay. Ben McKenzie's Easy Money. I'll have to check that one out. I'm all for dunking on crypto bros. My fan of mysteries or modern crime stories? I haven't read a ton, but I do like kind of classic mystery stories, so I probably would like those. Like, I've read some Agatha Christie and liked it a long time ago. Rean birthday! Hi, PK Gaming. Yeah, there's an account that's running a Rean birthday event, and they DM'd me to ask if I wanted to participate, so I'm like, oh god, I committed to this, I have to do it. Oh, yeah, I since you're on my wait list with the commission based on that, I probably should read it, huh? Well, I mean, the person running it hasn't pressured me at all or anything, so I just have to post it by a certain time, which in my time zone is actually May 5th, because I'm pretty sure the person running it is Chinese. So it's actually, my deadline is earlier because of time zones. But I have the weekend to work on it at least. Hello, Third Energy. Yeah, they gave me like the time I'm supposed to post it, but I need to double check what time that is in my time zone. And then I have a couple other art obligations I need to I'm sorry, I admit I love signing up for like fandom projects in the Trails fandom, so I have a very hard time saying no to those. Um, I also signed up for Apple Cider's like Trails anniversary canvas, where I'm gonna draw shock and surprise Rean. I've claimed him pretty early. But that's at least not due until after I get back from Japan, so... Yeah, she mentioned that, she likes putting on, like, these kind of Trails events to, you know... It's nice to have positive events in the fandom. um... Last year I did put on that Rean birthday canvas, but I definitely don't have time to do that this year, unfortunately. That was fun though. I kind of miss when we had a lot of zines organized in the fandom, but like everybody who used to organize them left the fandom, so there haven't been any in years. Oh, you should draw Rean again. I always encourage drawing Rean again. I just draw him because my brain keeps telling me to and it won't stop. God, is this too ambitious? Maybe it is. I might be insane. I'm gonna hate myself on Sunday. I want like to draw like one Rean sitting up like I'm drawing right now, and then like other Reans in the background like sleeping around him. This. Oh, thank you. I think so too, if I could hopefully have enough time to draw it. Yeah, my future self can deal with it, I think. She'll live, probably. So, let's see, one here, and then like, another here. Oh, dang. Those both sound interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. And anyone who wasn't in the chat earlier, feel free to drop audiobook recs for in case I'm too airsick on the plane to Japan to look at screens. I might be listening to a lot of audiobooks. Oh, and podcasts. Podcasts are also acceptable. My husband just yelled Gideon the Ninth, so I guess I need to download that one. I mean, to be fair, all I know about Gideon the Ninth is that it was written by someone who used to write Homestuck fan fiction, which that's kind of based, honestly. I always love when a fanfic writer is able to get that bag. My husband just described it as lesbian necromancers stuck in Among Us. Is that what you said? Who suck at Among Us. Well, that's relatable. I suck at Among Us. I might be rearranging these a lot as I go. That's just how it is a lot of times when you're first figuring out the composition, which is... That's why I'm just like, I don't know if I could go back to traditional art. It's too nice to just be able to select stuff and move it. I was thinking each Rean from 1 to 4... Plus, maybe Spoiler Man from Reverie if I can fit him. Am I allowed to post him on main now at this point? Has it been long enough? I want to see him too! Do you know how hard it is for me to hold back from drawing him? Do you know how much I've suffered? Yeah. I probably should at this point. And it's like, okay. I feel like I've been pretty lax about spoilers of like I don't know, like I feel like I'm pretty lax about Cold Steel spoilers in general at this point, so you kind of are asking for it if you follow me. Has Falcom's account posted him? I think so. I want to say they've posted art with him in it. I don't think they've posted him by himself, but I really want to say they've posted like official art with him in like in the background. That is true. I actually knew he existed before I went in because how could I possibly avoid knowing that when I follow just about every Rean account on Twitter? But you know, I do feel like it's been a year since it came out in English. Yeah, his presence is heavily implied. I'm pretty sure there's like heavy implications of him in the opening. And look, I only have so much self-control, okay? It's honestly impressive that I didn't say anything before the game came out in English. Every time I would hint about him, though, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait until I could talk about Spoiler Man. And then people would always go, oh, you mean C? And I'm just like, no. If I meant C, I would have said C. And you know, listen, I know C's kind of also a spoiler man, but let's be honest. Which one do you think I'm talking about? Me. Although I also like C. Reverie C. Obviously I like Cold Steel 1 C. I don't need to clarify that. Favorite aged head of British intelligence? How many C's are there? Trails has 2 C's. You know, I was waiting for someone to make that joke. My husband just yelled from the other room, there's no C's in the word trails. Yes, and you had a whole thing about how C is phonetically the same as S sometimes, and there's an S at the end, but they're different, or some shit. No? I don't need you to start ranting about how C is a redundant letter. I guess if I'm like 5 Reans is too much, maybe I can get away with only doing Cold Steel 2 Rean and not 1, because they're pretty similar, I guess. Well, obviously their outfits are different, but... I mean, if I'm gonna draw young Rean, I'm gonna draw him in his Cold Steel 2 drip. But I will see if I can do all 5. If I realize it's too insane, then I won't. But I'm probably going to, I'm probably not going to have, like, fully painted colors on this. Like, I'm probably gonna do just, like, some soft coloring, because that... I don't need a second giant painting of every Rean. I mean, I do, but I don't have time for that. Yeah. You know what, Luna, you're right. In fact, I should just paint Rean every day for the rest of my life. Hello, I hope you're doing well tonight. You had fun at Miku Expo, I saw. Yeah, the one in my town was yesterday, last night. Unfortunately, I was not able to go because I couldn't justify paying for the scalped tickets next to my honeymoon. A painting of every frame, yes. We will be going through every frame in every game, and I will redraw all of them. Yeah, I mean, I figure there'll probably be another Miku Expo in the future, I hope. It is a little frustrating because I did have tickets for the one that got canceled because of COVID, but what you gonna do? Yeah, I saw that. I don't think any of the ones in my town went that low, or maybe I would have splurged because I mean I was a bit I was disappointed about the LED screen, but I would still go for $20. I do hope that they do a hologram one in the future though, because I still want to see that. Well, that's good. Honestly, like I don't inherently have a problem with them using an LED screen, because Hololive does that at their concerts. But the thing is, you have to, you kind of have to make it blend into the stage, so you sell the illusion, I guess. Which I noticed that at partway through the tour, they started adding lights around the TV that made it blend in better. Because I know at first it stuck out a lot more from what I saw. Well, it's good that it was nice in person. Yeah. They you could do LED, but you do need to like keep the staging in mind a lot to sell the illusion of it, I think. Because I know that first show, it literally was just like a TV with lights blaring behind it, which was not the best LED concert setup. But the later ones I saw, it looked like they improved it a bit. Yeah. Yeah, the Canada show. And you know, I also feel like people probably wouldn't have been quite as mad if they knew ahead of time. Like, I don't know if you could call it false advertising because I don't know if they ever said that it was gonna be the projection, but I guess, you know, people just assumed it would be because of past shows. So, uh, I feel like I'll be more comfortable paying in the future if I know exactly how they're gonna do it, but yeah, maybe they did. I just feel like, you know, either way, they should be upfront about what it's gonna be, I guess. Because if I know I'm paying for the LED screen, I I might still go, but I would like to know that that's what it's gonna be, I guess. I do think it's fun that people were handing out like stickers and stuff. I'd like to do that at a concert one day. Or buttons. I've got all the stuff to make like stickers and buttons and stuff at home now, so I might as well. Oh, that's awesome. That must have been really fun getting to pass buttons around. Cause the producer of the song that won the contest, Sawtown, he did that Magical Cure Love Shot. He was actually at my town show, and he was apparently handing out stickers. Aw, friendship bracelets. That's a cute idea. I need Falcom JDK bands to have an international tour so I can hand out like trail stickers at the concert. Imagine I hand out stickers at the concert and it's someone I blocked on Twitter. That's always like a thing I think about. Interacting with Trails fans in public. Like, what if I've blocked this person? Yeah. I'll just like, I'll be taking that sticker back actually. Yeah, fight me in real life and not online and see what happens. I will hand out stickers of Crow and Rean kissing and I will see who reacts negatively and then I'll know who got filtered. So yeah. Oh hey, I saw that Reddit post you made about Rean. You gonna say that to my face? Yep, spreading the Crow Rean agenda IRL. Yeah. Yeah. If I hand them the sticker and they dissipate into dust, then I'll know. I won't lie though, it's always a little funny to me when, well, this has only happened once as far as I know, but, when my Crow Rean art gets reposted on Reddit and they're like, bros! I'm just like, yeah. Bros, that's what I was thinking when I drew it. Then perish. I could say it IRL. Hey Salem! Come here! Come say hi. Come say hi to the stream. Come here. My cat is not listening to me. He's just meowing. But yeah, I guess, you know what I could do though? I could make like stickers of like every protagonist or whatever, and then like I'll have like a code word for the Crow Rean fans, and then I'll like open my secret trench coat of Crow Rean stickers. I got the goods. Kitties. Say hi to the kitties. Yeah, what are you buying? Oh, and now Salem's in my lap. Hey, don't rub your face on the microphone. Oh my god. Salem always has something to say. He loves to scream. Stop it! Cats are... They are unpredictable, but also predictable in a way. I can definitely always predict that Salem is gonna bother me. Oh, have fun playing Genshin, Luna! I think I have a channel point redemption that actually is I'm lurking but hi. I mean, you've already said hi, but I was like, I saw that on someone else's channel and I was like, oh, that's such a cute idea for like people who don't want to talk but they want to say hi. Sorry, I'll fix my camera. Ugh, okay. I need to draw like a little icon for my channel point rewards, like a little 50 Mira coin or something. I did think to change it to be called Mira at least. Alright, I feel like I should worry about his arm later. I just need to get the basic shapes on here. I'm getting like too fixated on parts that I shouldn't even be fixated on yet. Okay. Just art moments. Real. Oh yeah, it definitely is harder to draw bodies without that kind of assistance. I do use 3D models occasionally if it's like a really hard perspective or something I can't get quite right. Like, I'm pretty sure I used one, for example, on my Rean painting for the Cold Steel 2 Rean, who's kind of like reaching towards the coin. I had some trouble with that, so I used a 3D model for it. But even then, like, I always end up editing them fairly heavily just because I don't like a lot of the proportions that the 3D models have. That's just me, but they can definitely be very helpful when you're having trouble getting like a certain perspective right. Yeah, like, work smarter, not harder, for sure. There's no shame in using stuff like that. I wonder if I still have the... 1 second. I wonder if I still have the 3D model I used for that rain drawing. Oh god, I just realized I haven't saved this yet. I need to fucking save right now. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah. I have saved it now. I was like trying to open my Rean painting and I'm like, wait, I haven't saved the one I have open. Oh, good night, JS. Thank you very much. I will enjoy Japan. Night. I don't see the rain one. However, let me turn it back on. I did also use a 3D model for his sword, which I do still have on here. This is like my painting file before I merged all the layers and painted over top of it. Ta-da, there's the sword. There's like a Crow Rean artist who actually uploaded 3D models of both Crow and Rean's weapons, which basically saved my life. Yeah, oh, and for the 50 Mira coin, I actually just took the official 50 Mira art and just pasted it on here and kind of warped it to be the right angle. Yeah, I like talking about the behind the scenes stuff. Oh, thank you. It's also my favorite drawing because I think I put more of my heart into that drawing than anything in my life. And when I get back from Japan, I really would like to kind of sit down and do more big paintings like that, but I don't know if any of them are going to be quite as much as that one, I guess. Because there's just an aspect of it that's like, this is my favorite character, and I put everything into it, kind of thing, you know? But I'd like to do more detailed paintings like that. Yeah, and it's one of those drawings where I was like, for a long time, I had it in my head. But you know, it's one of those where it's like, oh, I'm not good enough to do this yet. I'm not good enough to do this yet. And I just made myself do it. Which I'm glad I did. Just do it. That's all I have to say about that. If you have an idea. That you feel like you're not good enough for yet, just do it. Hmm. Oh my gosh. I just saw the cutest idea, but I don't know. I need to calm down, but okay. So I was thinking this one here would be Cold Steel 1 Rean, and I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be cute if I had him kind of like curled up cuddling with something? And I'm like, but what? I don't know if I could do justify Crow because this is supposed to be ship art, but what if I did like his dog or like a plushie of his dog, like just like a little chibi of like his dog, Bedeau? Because I feel like we need to talk about the fact that Rean has a big fluffy dog more. Could do Celine. That would be a good one too. Yes, Bedeau. The Bedeau reference. Okay, so just a warning, it looks like the ad break's about to start, so when that starts, I'm probably gonna go on a break and stretch. Then I'll be back in like 3 minutes when that's over. I just wish Twitch would start the ad when they actually say they're going to, because it just says ad starting soon for like 3 minutes and then it starts. I guess I'll go ahead and go on. I'll call the break right now, so I'll be back when the ads are over, guys. BRB. Oh yeah, maybe I'll be in Japan. I could go to the Falcom offices when the trailer drops. Alright, be right back, guys. We back? Hello? Hello? Sorry if I was a little late. I went to see my husband in his office and he's playing Yakuza 0 and he started telling me all about it. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Soul Mango. 7 months. Dang. Oh yeah. I actually forgot to change the notification so it still says I'm back, still alive after a wedding, but you know, I guess that's still true. I'm still feeling just barely alive. Yes, next time I will just change the text slightly to say, still alive after a honeymoon. Yeah, it was a lot, but the nice thing about weddings is, despite what the industry may make you think, is that you can do whatever you want. Like, you don't have to have like a big, extravagant, giant ceremony. You could just have like a small party at your house, or like my husband and I's first wedding during COVID was just like a small at-home ceremony where we both cosplayed, and the pastor wore a Batman mask. Or you can have a giant one if you want, but you know, I feel like there is just like a pressure to do. There's so much when I was planning the wedding that I was like, I feel like people tell you you're supposed to do a thing so much for it that you really don't have to if you don't want to. Like, if you want to do it, that's great, but it's like, okay, you don't have to take first look photos if you don't want to. There's no rules. If it's your day, you're the one throwing the party, you know? Like, the wedding ceremony we just had, like, I mean, it was definitely more than just the one we had at home, but it was also only like 40 people at a nice venue that wasn't like too huge or anything, so. I mean, to be honest, the reason I wasn't busting out my phone that much is because I was in a wedding dress and I didn't have any pockets. But like, we didn't have a DJ. I made a Spotify playlist. So, my brother, I gave him access to the Spotify playlist and I'm just like, here you go, you're the DJ, and he just like picked songs. And that's how there ended up being a video of me doing the caramel dancing in a wedding dress. Ugh. Yeah. I agree. I think it was great. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, playing Aiden. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and thank you. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think the most important thing to remember is that a wedding should be for you at the end of the day and not like what you're supposed to do, you know? Of course, it gets a little more complicated when you're, you know, there's two of you, so you do have to take both of your opinions into account. So it could be like you're marrying someone who wants a huge wedding. That might be a different matter, but... Oh, you know what I discovered on accident earlier is that my computer cursor actually shows on top of my iPad screen stream. So I can show you guys my little Rean cursor. I don't know how well you can see him, but it's a little Rean face. He's so cute! And whenever like stuff's loading, he makes like a little thinking face and like a little sweaty face when stuff is getting held up. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Back to the show. Yes. I love him. Yep, this is from an iPad. This is Clip Studio Paint running on iPad, but it is. I use a program called Air Screen Mirroring Receiver to stream my screen because iPads don't like Windows, so I can't just hook it up and stream directly. Like, if I want to do that, apparently I have to get a capture card, which is like, whatever. I might get that at some point, but for now I'll just stream the screen. I've been drawing in Procreate a lot recently because that's what I do those pencil sketch commissions in, so I am kind of like, remember how to do this in in Clip Studio. Yeah, I mean, I think that you can just run iPad through a regular capture card as long as you have like the right cable for it, like a USB-C to HDMI cable or something. But yeah, when I looked it up, like, how do I just plug in my iPad and stream from that to Windows? Everyone's like, you basically can't unless you get a capture card because you dared to have a Windows and Apple mixing. Oh yes, I love Sonic Adventure 2 dearly. I've played through that game maybe like 20 times at this point. Hi Salem. Yeah. Like there was one year I just got drunk on New Year's Eve and played through like almost the entire thing, like completely wasted off my ass. Yeah, I've never 100%ed it. I have played randomizers and mods that basically speed up the Chow Garden to make it easier to get those checks. So I technically have completed the Chow Garden while cheating. Like, it speeds up the amount of time that passes. You can speed up the amount of time that passes, and it increases the amount of stats that, like, Chaos Drives give them. But I wouldn't mind doing it legit someday. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever played Archipelago randomizers. But if you can get some friends together who don't mind doing a bit of setup, it's really fun. Because it's basically a randomizer that mixes different games together. Sonic Adventure 2 is one of the supported games, so I could get like an emblem in Sonic Adventure 2 and it would be like the Poke-Flute in Pokemon Red. And it gets sent to their game. It's very cool. And I have some friends that we get together and do Archipelago randomizer game sessions. And I'm like, this is so fun. And I wish I could get more friends to do this, but I have to like explain to them how to set up the randomizer. And you know, a lot of people would rather just play Jackbox or whatever. Yeah, it's really fun. And there's a lot of supported games for it too. And constantly people are working on more. Actually, somebody recently made a thread in the Archipelago Discord for getting Trails in the Sky to 3rd to work with it. I'm like, well, I guess if any Trails games are gonna work well with like that randomizer format, it would probably be like the 3rd or Reverie, like the ones who kind of have that dungeon crawling format. But yeah, I've done sessions where I played Pokemon Red, Pokemon Emerald, Sonic Adventure 2. I did one where there's a beta of Super Mario Sunshine. That one's not officially supported yet, but I played the beta version. What else have I played? I've done a lot of Pokemon ones just because I know Pokemon Red so well. I have one friend my brother's girlfriend, she always picks Ocarina of Time, so I don't usually pick that one, but more than one person can pick the same game. We actually did an all Sonic Adventure 2 session one time where we were all playing Sonic Adventure 2. So you could find like someone else's like emblems. I can already tell I'm gonna want to alter some of this composition, but that's okay. Make it a little more evenly balanced. Scooch. Make sure this one Rean is in the middle. I think I'd like... This is why if I had to do traditional art again, I would die, because I can't just do this. I'd just be like, guess I'll die. Oh yeah, I had to do a lot of traditional art in college. Like I had several like life drawing classes and all that fun stuff, and it was great for the experience. Now I'm not doing it. I'm glad I did it and learned a lot, but I have now made my decision. One thing that one of my drawing class professors did, We obviously we had to keep a sketchbook, but he made it so he made it a rule that we could only draw in it in pen. Like there was no erasing. Which was definitely good for practice, I think. So I can recommend doing that. Even if he was kind of weird and brought in dead birds off the street for us to draw. He was like famous for doing that. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my god, guys, this dead bird will be such a good drawing exercise for you." Well, I definitely have a drawing of a dead bird in a sketchbook somewhere. Also, I always laugh when people get really mad about that fountain, the work of art that's like just a toilet or a urinal that he just laid on the ground and people get like really mad about it. I actually drew that in one of my classes too, so whenever I see it and people are like seething about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I did a pretty good drawing of that in pen one time. Also, this might date the exact point I was in college, but there was one time I was drawing Ryuko from Kill la Kill in my sketchbook in the like lunch hall, and this person saw it and they invited me to the anime club. They're like, "Oh my god, that's so good, you have to join the anime club." And I was like, okay. And then I went, but my problem was that there was like a no talking rule while the anime was on, which I kind of get because anime nerds can be loud and annoying. My high school anime club was like that. But the problem was that it was because there was a no talking rule, I was basically just sitting in a dark room watching anime with a bunch of people I don't know and I can't talk to anybody. Yeah, I mean, it was cool, when I actually was able to meet people like that. But yeah, like, I also was in my anime club in high school, and they were, like, on two opposite ends of the spectrum. It was like, anime club in college, no one's allowed to talk, and I can't make friends with anybody because we're all just sitting in a dark room watching anime. Anime club in high school, the vice president told me I was her favorite member because I was the only one who wasn't constantly screaming. That's literally what she said. And then, that anime club disbanded after my first year. Yes, it was that kind of anime club. But, like, the president was a senior my first year. So she graduated, and then nobody stepped up to be president, and so the anime club meetings kind of became like a fucking clown show, and then my school banned it. Whoops. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I just think about that president from the anime club because let's just put it this way. She's where I learned what impreg was. She was like a hardcore Snake Otacon shipper from Metal Gear Solid, and she drew a lot of Otacon and Preg. Oh, yeah. Luna, trust me, most of my memories of Anime Club are very cringe, particularly the high school one. Yeah, I mean, I guess we technically weren't allowed to have it anymore once it got banned the second year, but... Yeah, I think the wildest part was that we had, like, a club exhibition for incoming students, and I was chosen to sit with her at the anime club table, and she had like her art laid out on the table, including like just her Otacon Impreg art just on the table at the exhibition for new students. I'm just like, damn, high school sure was the Wild West. I think I'm still mutuals with her on Instagram. Yeah, it is a bold marketing strategy. Yeah, she was fun. I was kind of sad. I don't know if anybody else had this experience in high school, but a lot of my friends were older than me, so it was like every year I'd have less and less friends as they graduated. Until I was like a senior and I was basically just like, okay, I have 2 friends, I'm ready to leave. But yeah, high school is when I realized that, well, not real, I awakened. I awakened as a Fujoshi, and I was really obnoxious about it back then. I mean, of course, I was in high school, but, and I, you know, everybody gets to be a little obnoxious in high school. But what did you do?
Fate Samurai Remnant was $30 off, so I got it.
It was $30 off, or it was $30?
It was $40, but it was $30 off.
Does that mean it was $10?
No, it was $70.
Oh, wait, it's $70?
Yeah, video games are $70 now. You didn't realize?
No, I know they are, but Fate Samurai Remnant was $70?
On Steam, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, my husband.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the right guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy Fate Samurai Remnant.
I'm sure I will when it downloads.
That's fine as long as there's enough space.
It's only 22 gigs.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, according to my husband, it was $70 and it was on sale for $40 on Steam right now, so he bought it, but I'm like, damn, I didn't think that Fate Samurai Remnant was about that AAA life. You had a Fujoshi girlfriend in grade 9? That's pretty base. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. The only person I dated in high school was a girl. I just assumed most dudes weren't gonna be okay with that. Which I'm glad that I found dudes that are okay with that. But there certainly weren't any at my high school. That's all I'll say. Well, okay. There was a guy who confessed to me, but he literally only confessed after he graduated and had left. And I was like, well, now what? Oh, that sucks that your friend talks shit. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand. Jerry, I just checked and Fate Samurai Remnant is only $60. Yeah, he was wrong. It is 60, but oh well, maybe you can find her again and just say hi. Like how you doing these days? I mean, I know it's easier said than done. But I guess my husband just reconnected with a lot of his friends because of the wedding, which was cool. He got to talk to a lot of people he hasn't talked to in a long time. Hi, Friar. Hope you're doing well tonight. We were talking about anime clubs and high school. My nightmare of a high school anime club. Yeah, go for it. I say as I've been too afraid to message people I haven't talked to in years, but but you know me, I'm afraid to DM people first, so yeah, just like, oh no, what if they think I'm annoying or I'm bothering them? It's like, and then the other part of my head's like, bitch, just send it. Just send the message. What do you got? I haven't actually thought much about which Reans of these will be which. Okay, this will be like CS3 Reverie. Oh yeah, when they don't respond, it is kind of like, oh god, what did I fucked up. I'm so annoying. Like, I got Girl Rean in here. No, but I could have, and now I'm sad that I didn't. But I am like, do you guys think they should be in game order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Reverie, or should I mix it up a little and have like, I don't know, like 1, 4, 2, Reverie? Northern War Rean? I mean, I'm just gonna say that's Cold Steel 2, Rean, and not think any more about that. What would be perfect? Having them in the game order or 1, 2? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Putting them in the order like that. I think that, yeah. Alright, so I'll do it that way. 1, 2, 4, and then Scribble Man. I think that I should have him, I think I'll have him like facing away from the camera so he's kind of looks like no talk me I Angie. Oh my gosh, I should draw him with that though, unironically. Him doing the no talk me I Angie. CS3 range is like the most depressed. You don't think 4 beats him out? I guess he has Crow with him in 4 at least. Yeah, you're right. He did have Crow back at that point. Yeah, CS4 Rean just talking to Yuna's parents like, I want to die, by the way. You think after that he was like, why did I say that? Oh god. I just trauma dumped on them immediately. Yeah, oh my gosh, those scenes hit me right in my heart. Yeah. That's why I think when people say that Rean and Lloyd are the same, I think they're insane. Yeah, like, I like all of them, but I think Rean and Lloyd are, there's a lot of stuff that differentiates them. Yeah, Kevin and Rean should meet so they can have a self-loathing commiseration. I agree. I thought I already loved Rean as much as possible, and then I played Reverie, and I was like, oh! Oh yeah, that is a good the daytime drinking NPC. Yeah. Wow, Rean, you outsquared Lloyd. Way to go. Oh, yes. Rean and Kevin both just being like, we have so much in common, we both want to die. And Fryer, you have a lot of good Rean moments to look forward to, I'll just say that. They do gotta bring him back. Didn't they have like a poll? They had like a poll a while back that was like characters people most want to return, and like I think Rean was pretty close to the top, but even then Kevin was like, either Kevin beat him or Kevin was in second. I feel like Kevin actually beat him, which is pretty impressive. Okay, Rean was at the top. That makes sense. But Kevin was like second. Like, please, where is he? Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you know, I can't say I disagree. Yeah, I've kind of been waiting to play Daybreak for the English version because I was like, okay, I could try playing it in Japanese, but it takes me so much longer that I might as well just wait for it in English, and then I can get through the first one more quickly, and then I can play like 2 and Kai. Thank you for the follow, Fruit Punch Ronin. But, yeah, I will be baby girlifying Van, don't worry. He looks so cute. He's like, oh, he's the badass, but also he likes cake and cars. Burgard also deserves to get baby girl, that's true. My husband was asking me which girl I thought he'd like the best in Kuro, and I was just like, I actually have no clue because there's so many baddies in this game. Like, I feel like there's so many, like, badass, sexy adult women in this game. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, yes. Aaron also can go on the baby girl list. My baby girl services will always be here. It might be Shizuna. I honestly, I'm kind of wondering if it'll be Judith or he might like Rosette also. It's like, I don't know. Because just to give you an idea of my husband's tastes, his favorite girl in Sky was Sherazard, and in Cold Steel it was Sarah, and in Crossbell it's Rishia. So take from those, I guess.
Are you now like crowdsourcing who my Kuro best girl will be?
Yes, I'm crowdsourcing who your Kuro best girl would be. PK Gaming says it'll be Rosette.
Is that the maid?
Yeah, that's the maid.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of feel like my favorite guy is just gonna be Van, but I guess we'll see. The gap moe of badass who likes sweets is too strong. But I will be a slight parody of myself for just going for the protagonist every time. Yeah, Elaine's another one that I was like, she could be in the running. I do think she's cute. Yeah. Yeah, Trails has good protagonists. Before Rean, my favorite character in the series was Estelle, so I will just continue my pattern, I suppose. What about Lucrezia? I don't know who that is. Who's that? Besides being Vincent's GF from Final Fantasy VII. Oh yeah, the one who kind of looks like Shirley. Her name's Lucrezia? I didn't know that. Oh no no no. She's the blonde one. Okay. I was thinking of the other one. Oh my god, she's 30 in Kuro 2? That's so iconic. Yeah, Celis is the one I thought you were talking about. The one that is like, the one that looks kind of like Shirley. Oh my god, there's so many baddies. Daybreak might make me go back to obsessing over the girls again. Like, my favorite in Sky was Estelle, and my second favorite was Chloe. And then Cold Steel was like, now I'm pulling the Fujoshi out of you again. And I'm like, okay. And then maybe I'll be back to girls again. I should probably get off the wiki before I see a spoiler. Oh Lord have mercy. It's almost 1 a.m. I know I started streaming late tonight, but I was actually having a lot of fun chatting, so I didn't even notice. I'll probably just stream for like 5 more minutes and then call it, just so I hit the 2-hour mark. I don't know. I might maybe get one more stream in on Sunday before I leave for Japan. Because I leave for Japan on Wednesday. And I'll probably be busy packing Tuesday night. Also, my flight is at 8:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to get to the airport. To get to the airport early enough, I'm gonna have to leave at like fucking 4 in the morning or something. Ugh. I don't know how much I'm gonna sleep that night. If at all. I guess we'll see. Yeah, thank you. At least if I don't sleep, I'll have a 13-hour flight to sleep on. Which honestly, I have so much trouble sleeping on planes. So I'm kind of like, the more things that make it easy for me to fall asleep, the better. Like, there's a motion sickness medicine I take called Dramamine that always knocks me the fuck out. And I'm like, yes, I will take this for my motion sickness and also to knock me the fuck out. But I do have to finish this on Sundays, so that's why I'm like, maybe I'll stream on Sunday just to get myself to finish this drawing. Ah, stop. May 6th is the day that we're posting all the art, but the person running this event is Chinese, and so I think the time they gave me is actually May 5th my time. So I have less time because of my time zone. And if you're thinking, what the fuck, Alyssa, you're gonna draw 5 Reans in 2 days? Yeah, I don't know why the fandom seems to have decided that it's May 6th. I think I saw a thing that, like, Falcom's Chinese account posted that it's May 6th, and so everybody kind of took that as canon. So I think May 6th is, like, the closest we have to a canon birthday. At the very least, that's when everybody seems to have decided it is, so... I wish that they would just give us everybody's canon birthdays. Can we stop with this nonsense? You believe him to be a Taurus? He could not be a Gemini? I guess I don't know exactly what the big differences between those are. I mean, we have zero indication of when Crow's birthday is at all. So, like, a little hint would be nice. Yeah, but it's almost 1, and I still have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, so I probably need to start getting ready for bed. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. It was a fun stream. I may or may not stream one more time before I leave on Sunday, and then, I might stream on Sunday one more time before I leave, which is next Wednesday, and then I'm gone for 2 weeks because I'll be in Japan. I'm sure I'll have a lot of stories when I get back, so. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.